Hi guys, it's Wendy with Ask the Landlady. I'm here with all the tips and tricks for you to get out of your timeshare, avoid timeshare, never buy timeshare. Check out my book on Amazon. Oh, where is it? Here it is. Never buy timeshare. But today I want to talk about why timeshare resale values are still a myth. They've never been valid, but they've always tell you, hey, don't worry, it's real estate. You'll be able to get rid of it. No. So if you've not done this yet, I want you to pause the video, go to eBay and search timeshare, filter by the lowest price. Okay. You're going to find hundreds of timeshare listings, complete with deeds, complete ownership rights, starting at $1, not 1,000, not 100, $1, and they're going unsold. They're not even selling at that. This is not just a fringe phenomenon. This is the actual secondary market for timeshare. It sucks. It's not there. There's no secondary market. Very few. If you're selling a deeded property in Maui, Hawaii, whatever, there are some. You can put them in the comments. I know there's a few. Hilton Head, beachfront, blah, blah, blah. There's a few that has a resale market. But usual case, no, you can't give them away. In fact, if you are, you're burdening somebody else with that. And I talk all about that in my book. That's not a good situation to be in. Traditional real estate appreciates, as you know. Well understood, well documented reason. Land is scarce. Location creates demand. You can improve it. You can capture that value. Population growth means structural demand. You can understand that there's a valid reason people need a place to live. Okay, so real estate, good. None of this applies to timeshare. Okay, first, you don't own the land. In most cases, you just own a right to use, not even the property. There's no land scarcity argument there. Second, supply keeps growing. They keep churning out more, especially with these point-based systems. They're not locked into 52 weeks. They're selling. They're still, and they're decreasing the value of the points, making them cost more. So there's no cap on what they throw out there. Okay. Third is the fee obligation transfers. When you try to sell it, they're taking on your fees. They're taking on your maintenance fees, any special fees. That's a deterrent. That is not adding value back. Like your other property increases in value, this is not adding any value to the equation. Fourth, your timeshare company has a right of first refusal, so they can block that. They can repurchase it before you sell it to a third party. And so if it was something you do own, maybe at Maui with Marriott, you might say, okay, I'm going to sell it to this person. Well, Marriott might come in and say, we get first right of refusal, and we're going to buy it at this cheapo price, which is a fraction of what you bought it for. So, and the point shift, you hopefully see my previous video about points versus deeded weeks. That is making it actually worse, this point shift. Because at least the deed, there was a deed. Here, you own nothing. You own points that are constantly being devalued, and taking away any pretense that you are an actual real estate owner. So here's what I tell everybody who talks about timeshare being an investment. No, that's it. It's not an investment. There's no asset. There's only a deterrent. Real estate is a great investment. As I asked the landlady, yay. Buy it for appreciation, liquidity, ability to leverage is a huge asset. Renting it out, cash flow. Timeshare has none of that. It doesn't even do it. Even if you try to rent it out, I did a video on that, it doesn't even cover your maintenance fees. You're going nowhere. You're going backwards. Definitely not going forwards, not going up. Rents typically go up over time. Property of your house typically goes up over time. Timeshare, the day you buy it for $23,000, which is the national average. Worthless. $1 on eBay. So don't do it. Just don't do it. And if you are in it, realize that it's okay. You made a mistake. We've all made mistakes. We're human. You bought into this. You thought it was going to be great. You vacation a little bit. Maybe you're still doing it and you're like, okay, I can ride it out a little bit more with these maintenance fees, but it's getting to a tipping point. When it gets to that tipping point, unload it. It's now costing you more. It's deterring you. It's making you angry. And I call that an opportunity cost. You have the opportunity to be happy. You have the opportunity to go on other vacations. You have the opportunity to have your maintenance fees go up 17.5% every year. So get out. And if you need to know how to get out, contact me, Ask the Landlady, check out my book. And if you haven't bought into timeshare, here's another reason not to. It is not an investment. So thanks. There you have it. I hope you've learned something. If you did, hit me a like, send me a comment. Would love to hear from you. And as always, I'm glad to be on this journey with you to build wealth. And with timeshare, ditch it. Thanks. Have a great day.